All right. Sorry for the scuffed start. I hope that couple minutes stream. Oops. Okay. Updated the name of the stream, the title rather. Um. Sorry for that little blip of stream that lasted only a couple minutes. My network was dropping frames according to OBS, so just wanted to nip that in the bud. Um, and I apologize for the abrupt ending to the previous stream for any of those who were watching it. The my network wasn't sending signals fast enough, so it wasn't catching up as quickly as I'd liked, and I ended up stopping the stream before I should have. So I restarted the quest I was on, and will be sorry, game crashed. We'll be starting back where I left off on the main story quest. I have restarted it so that it can be concluded properly. But we'll see if I succeed in that idea. I'm not going to show you guys the screen just yet because I need to get myself back to the Telvanni Peninsula. I've been, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm human. We like to farm shit. I've been farming the, which one is it? The Son of Ra staff from the Jubilee event. So I'm gonna need to try. I'm gonna try to get to the Telvanni Peninsula as fast as I can, so that, not Telvanni Peninsula. Sorry. Yeah, the peninsula, because I need to pick up the dailies. And then I'll get us to Apocrypha, so we can continue with where I left off last week. And I do say in the description of the streams that we will be discussing the 2024 reveal, watching it and discussing it after I am done with the main story of Necrom. However, I was thinking about maybe doing the dungeons that released recently before doing the Q4 or the 2024 reveal analysis / reaction. But we'll see how I'm feeling once I actually get there, because I might not get there until the end of next stream, which I'm planning for next week. We'll see if I pull that off. But yeah. Hopefully it'll let me in at some point so I can actually do the things I'm saying I want to do. That would be awesome. And to any of those who are wondering what plans I have after I'm done with the Necrom story, the dungeons, and the 2024 reveal analysis or / reaction, I'm not entirely sure yet. I think I will be doing A couple more ESO things, such as the arenas, the solo arenas. I want to record those just so that I can get the achievements, because I'm still missing the perfect run for Maelstrom and the Siphon Trap achievement for veteran Vatashran's Hollows. So I might stream those. I might stream fishing and just chat about ESO stuff. Or I might move on to a different game. We'll see. Goodness, I hope it lets me in. There we go. Awesome. Looks like I probably couldn't load in because it was just finishing up with kill. That, my freaking latency is horrendous. Goodness gracious. Alright. Get me back to Apocrypha. Oops, almost forgot. Back to the Necrom, rather. Gotta get me dailies. And, one of these dailies I'm gonna have to do on stream because it's the last one, I think. It's either the last one or second to last. I'll check once I'm loaded in. But man, I'm excited for Gold Road. I'm really looking forward to seeing all the Oblivion locations in the Clovian Highlands. Also, for one step closer to completing the exploration of Cyrodiil. To date, it's also the largest Cyrodiil expansion to the game of ESO. It's gonna only have one more large location after this, I think. Let's see. Check achievements. Got that in. Necrom. Quests. I have 5 more Bastionimics, 2 more world bosses, and I think that's 6 more delves. Okay. So my mission is to be done with the Necrom story before I need to get, or before I finish all of that stuff. That's the goal. Get done with Necrom story before I finish these daily achievements. Because, you know, that means I've done 30 days worth of achievements. I'm mostly a solo player. As lonely as that may sound. Alright, so back to Cipher's Midden. I hope everybody's been enjoying the Jubilee event. I know I have. The back-to-back events with the Jesters Festival was interesting. I honestly thought the Jesters Festival would last longer than a week, but, you know, what can you do? I'm sure there's some people who are fed up with it by now, but I think it's fun. They should change it up a bit, though, because I can see how it can get quite stale if you've been doing it for years. I've only been in the game for a few years myself. But if they put in different Jesters Festival jokes, I'm sure that would freshen things up quite a bit. Well, at any rate, let's talk to Laramie.
Midden stacks have been reluctant to yield the answers I had hoped for.
Apocrypha itself works against you. But the Great Eye's surrogate had some success.
Indeed. Show me, Proxy. Is it true? Were you able to successfully gather research on the relic, the rite, and the lost dream? Every time I thought I found something relevant, it crumbled or burned up before I could examine it.
Same for me, but I saved these pages concerning the relic, the lost memories, and the infinite panopticon.
So you experienced something similar? As though the stacks were actively trying to keep the information hidden. Still, you managed to save some of the research. A reflection of your role as Fate's proxy, perhaps. Let me peruse these pages.
I'm not sure what any of this actually means or how it helps us.
This implies the relic was specifically created to reveal hidden secrets. Do these secrets pertain to the ancient Cipher's report regarding the dream of a lost memory? And this last one? Could the enemy be seeking the infinite panopticon?
What's the infinite panopticon?
Only one of Hermaeus Mora's most secure repositories of secret knowledge. It exists within a pocket realm of Apocrypha, but the entrance constantly shifts locations. Of course, they must be using the Fulcrum Obscura to reach the panopticon.
So how do we use this information, Laramil?
You and Gadain must use the part of the relic you possess to do the same as the enemy. Locate the entrance to the panopticon. There are cairns throughout the realm. Sprinkle this dust of conjunction on 3 of them, then let Gadain apply the relic.
How do these cairns help us find the entrance to the infinite panopticon?
Applying the dust to the 3 cairns I marked on your map will form a matrix of magicka. Gadain shall use the relic on each. Then I can perform a ritual to locate the panopticon's entrance. I shall also give Gadain a gift, something to protect him.
A gift?
A charm that will provide Gadain with some measure of safety as you travel through Apocrypha. Please keep him safe, Proxy. Even with the charm, he seems overly fragile. Each cairn should glow after the successful application of dust and relic.
I'll watch out for Curate Gadain, but are you certain this will work?
Research is often a series of trials and errors. But yes, this should work. In addition to its normal properties, the relic should also seek out its other half. After you activate the 3 cairns, return here. Then I shall complete the ritual.
If you say so. We'll get going.
Gadain, take this charm. It shall mark you as my guest in Apocrypha and keep you safe.
That's most thoughtful, Laramil. Thank you.
The infinite panopticon is kept hidden for a good reason, Laramil.
Which is why we must locate it and protect it from the enemy.
This is the sort of quandary that makes my tentacles twitch.
Screwed is such a Debbie Downer. And I just realized my audio is low, so I'm going to put that up for you guys. Sorry, not my voice, the game audio. That should be better. I hope Laramil was audible there.
Tapping into the ancient cairns of Apocrypha. What could possibly go wrong? Well, other than everything. Proceed with caution, mortal.
Thanks for your concern, Scroot. Alright, Kurt Gadain, what do you think of all this?
What a kind gesture. Laramil... She's special, isn't she, my friend? Well, I have Laramil's charm, and I have the piece of the Fulcrum Obscura. I suppose I'm as ready as I'll ever be to traipse across a realm of oblivion.
Good to know. Let's get going. And Laramil won't talk to me anymore. Oh. Alright, where do I need to go? There's one all the way down there. Oh, that must be a daily. Is it just here? Portal to Necrom? No, that must be getting out of here. So where do I... Oh. Okay. It's all in there. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna take care of the Delve Daily first, just because it's in a place I've already been to. Don't need to be pulled too far away from the questing. Right? Let's get back, get over to.
Eyes up. Weapons ready. We've got this.
This was a pretty cool quest too. I would highly recommend it. It's quite nice. Alright, let's get these ship manifests. Get F out. Okay, going this way. Going the long way. I'm also hoping to have Sharp done with his weapon leveling somewhat before the end of the chapter, so that I can get Xander and some of his dialogue involved with this whole questing thing. Because I wasn't able to get that with Bastion or Miri as much. I was... rather Amber, not Miri. I wasn't able to get that with Bastion and Amber as much. Went the wrong way. There we go. There's one manifest. Ooh, maybe that's what I could do. I could do an infinite archive run after completing the main story quest for Necrom. And then a subsequent one after doing the dungeons. I would say let me know if you're interested, but I'm not really active anywhere. You can contact me, but if you want to shoot me a Twitter message, that you can see my Twitter on the Twitch stream. There's a link to it on my Twitch stream, rather. I'm not sure I put one on the YouTube page, but you're more than welcome to check. And there's number 3. So I can get out of here now. There we go. Lurkers are always creepy looking suckers, aren't they?
You weren't keeping score, were you? Me. This one's mine.
Weren't keeping score, were you? Me neither. This one's mine. Sounds like keeping score to me. Alright. Once we're out of here, I can go back to the main quest. Alright, I suppose I should check the world boss first, huh? Oh, I'm supposed to be on this side of Necrom, or Apocrypha. Okay. So I inadvertently helped myself. Good to know. Yeah. It looks like the world boss is down here, over there. I'll do that sometime. Either off stream or at the end of stream. We'll see how far I get in the main quest first. If I want to speed this up, I should probably be mounted, right? Smart me.
Laramil's amazing. Who else could help us find the Panopticon?
Good question. Let's get the farthest one first. Just because that's how I like to roll. And I might get a lurker, or watcher, rather. I know this is ink, but it behaves a lot like water. Zenkith. Missed a quest. Uh-oh. Let's see what Zenkith wants.
The other keepers are never going to believe this.
Our fate
Usually when we
arrives.
misplace a relic, we find it
We have
behind a
fallen.
couch in the abbey.
We have fallen.
You approach a mere shadow, mortal. The remnants break under the assault of invaders. Perhaps this is our Lord's will. Do you know the Dream Carvers? The servants of Vermina? As we speak, they tear apart our fortress, the Cenotaph.
What could the Dream Carvers want from you?
The remnants were blades of Lord Hermaeus Mora. He imbued us with a portion of himself, so we could defend his realm. For eons, this pact held. Now, the Dream Carvers may take our gifts for themselves.
So they're siphoning power from you? How could they take your pact?
We secured the pact inside a space called the Crux. Should the Dream Carvers enter this space, our gifts become theirs to steal. Mortal, the invaders cannot gain these powers. Help us purge them from the Cenotaph. We reward aid when given.
I'll help you against the Dream Carvers and protect your pact.
Any effort you provide puts us in your debt. The Cenotaph lies in the north. Just outside, you will find a group of surviving remnants. Look for Tis. Stay cautious, mortal. The Dream Carvers attack your mind long before they reach your flesh.
Can you tell me more about the remnants?
There was a time when any who walked through Apocrypha knew of us. We patrolled this realm for the thieves of secrets. Our reach extended to the mortal world, where we gathered any wisdom that deserved protection. We were a force unmatched.
What happened to change that?
An excellent question. We felt our power wane long before the Dream Carvers attacked. And now, we can hear so few of our minds. That which connects the remnants grows silent. When you reach Tis outside the cenotaph, ask her why this has come to be.
I can try. Tell me about the attack.
We only know a little. The Dream Carvers caught us by surprise. They made no sound. No shouting, no crash of shields. Just a sharp feeling of loss as we fell, one by one. A call came to flee and rally nearby. We did not bother to stop running.
Tell me about yourself.
There was a time when any who walked through Apocrypha knew of us. We patrolled this realm for the thieves of secrets. Our reach extended to the mortal world, where we gathered any wisdom that deserved protection. We were a force unmatched.
Okay. Well, I will definitely help you out, but first things first. Cannot believe I missed that quest.
There's one of the cans. Sprinkle the dust while I focus the relic.
Where? Oh, here. What the? Oh, Seekers.
Laramil's amulet can protect us both.
Alright, now can I dust the cairn?
I suppose I just need to hold the relic out like so.
What's gonna happen?
What an odd sensation. It worked. Look how it glows.
It does indeed glow. Now, what did that do for us?
You should have run.
Get closer to me, friend.
Alright. It says another one's over here. Oh, no, that's Tis. I don't need to talk to Tis yet. So... Guess my plan to go outward and come back towards the White Shrine backfired on me.
Do you think Laramil has read all these books? Look, another can.
Probably has read most, if not all.
Give me a moment to focus the Fulcrum Obscura. What an odd sensation.
Didn't you say that the first time?
The can is glowing. We did it.
I know how dangerous this sort of ritual can be. Laramil's brave, I'll give her that.
Thanks for your input, Melon. Haven't heard from you in a while. For me. Oh, more Seekers.
Stand close and let me shield you.
That one already dead? It won't let me hit it. Oh, okay. Game lag. Interesting.
Dust applied. Now to use the relic.
Interesting.
Oh my, it wriggled in my hand. All done. Let's return to Laramil's study and let her know she can proceed.
Will do. After I talk to Tis. slash take care of this Herald Seeker. I don't know what it is that turns them invisible sometimes. Oh, looks like I forgot to pick up some loot from that Seeker that was protecting the cairn. %. Almost done. Oh shoot, Sharp down. When did Sharp go down? There's one Ichor at least. Suppose I could also, at the end of all of this Necrom storyline stuff, do some exploration for some of the achievements. Because I'm still missing a black book, and I'm pretty sure I'm missing a hush. Is it AoE that he's using heal? I think it does. I'm not entirely sure if that's all it is.
Get closer to me, friend.
What did Sharp get hurt by? He's all the way over there. There we go.
That gear of yours won't hold
One
out much
cloth
longer.
right here. You say my gear won't hold out? Oh, I'm at 25%. I should find a merchant. Or a later date, I suppose. Not date, but time, I guess. Foul fishing hole, huh? Alright. Almost back to Tis.
You could
Collect
craft
some
something
resources.
nice with that.
Real quick to help fill out my thing.
Outworlder, we need you.
Empty. So quiet. Where are we?
Hey,
Greetings, Outworlder. We know why you came, and we offer gratitude for your timely assistance.
Zenkif sent me to help defend the cenotaph.
Our situation grows dire. Very few of us still stand, and we can no longer hear those who do. The Dream Carvers must not reach the crux, but we cannot stop them in our weakened state. You, however, are an unexpected development.
For who? You just said you knew I was coming. What do you need me to do?
Dream Carvers swarm our fortress. It is theirs now.
While our pact still exists, so do the remnants.
Stop clinging to a dead order. We must accept our fate.
This mortal can change our fate. Stay here, tend to the stricken.
Talk to Tiss.
Dream Carvers roam the halls of the Cenotaph, seeking a path into the crux. Resetting the fortress defenses shall be our first task. You can enter through a cave system to the north. We will secure this camp, then meet you inside.
Why did Zenkif call you a dead order?
The Dreamcarver invasion proves our clan has grown weak. If we cannot defend our home, how can we serve the Great Eye? A rift threatens the remnants. Do we attempt to regrow, or disband entirely?
What do you believe?
Although our power sputters and dims, we still emit a small glow. The remnants are the sword and shield of the Eye who sees all. No greater honor exists in oblivion. Our pact with Hermaeus Mora still holds, so we must defend it.
Good. Like that attitude. Care to tell me about yourself?
Your question confuses us. We told you, we are the remnants. Should we feel concerned that you weren't listening?
No, I mean tell me about you specifically.
Ah, now the problem becomes clear. The remnants are a whole, our minds linked, our experiences shared. We do not distinguish individual parts the way mortals do. Speaking in your tongue, the best word to describe us is we.
But you are distinct beings.
Your fingers, do they not form your hand? And your hand, it is part of your body, yes? As is your foot, your legs. These are you. Such it is with us. The remnants are a body. To perceive the parts as separate misunderstands our nature.
Okay, but a body is usually confined. How exactly are you all confined? Tell me more about the remnants.
All of Apocrypha once knew us. We guarded Hermaeus Mora's most treasured secrets. Even explored the mortal realm. We were a force unmatched.
What changed?
We faded. It started slowly. Our numbers dropped subtly. We noticed our strength waning as our clan dwindled. The more who left, the weaker we became. A cycle of withering began. Weakness bred deserters, which led to more weakness.
Did something happen to start the cycle?
We have thought about that for a long while. Those who left claimed to lose faith in our Lord, the Eye that wanders. This confused us, but we accepted it. Perhaps if we pushed harder for their return, some of our clan would not call us a dead order.
You say so. I'll do what I can to help. Let's see what Zenkif has to say.
We can understand resistance to giving up. A fighting spirit infuses the remnants to their core. But we see a difference between struggling against the odds and denying your fate.
You said the Dream Carvers swarmed the Cenotaph?
After we fled from the initial assault, we did not heed the call to rally. As our connected minds fell quiet, fear and guilt crept in. We decided to return and survey our fortress. The Dream Carvers have only entrenched further.
You say so. Again, I'll do what I can. See what exactly I can do. After seeing what's over here. Some ogres, some ruins. Nothing much else. Nothing much else.
Stand close and let me shield you.
Northern Arctic tunnels. I have returned. Oh, jeez.
The cans have been activated. Let's return to Laramil's study so she can complete the ritual.
Yeah. After I'm done helping with the Cenotaph.
Building up a stash. Good thinking.
Foundations.
We entered unseen. Come, let us plan.
I didn't know you were coming with me, Tiss.
These caves wind through the Cenotaph's lower levels. Many of our defensive measures originate here and extend through the fortress. The Dream Carvers disabled our wards as they invaded. We must reset them.
How do we reset the wards?
We will find them north of here. They will require both of our efforts to set. You must hold the trigger, while we funnel energy into it. Once set, the wards will drive most of the Dream Carvers from the Cenotaph.
Alright, let's find the wards.
We may run into Dream Carvers as we search. Do not hesitate to dispatch them with prejudice. Remember, they will reform in oblivion over time. You will not. Let us move north through the tunnels. We will alert you when we find a ward.
Alright. Why did the remnants place these wards under the fortress?
They are meant to deal with any thieves that should find their way inside. We store many of Hermaeus Mora's treasured secrets here, after all. When active, their power floods the entire Cenotaph. But that will take time.
Shame I can't ask about that other part, but maybe
We may
yes.
run into Dream Carvers as we search. Do not hesitate to dispatch them with prejudice. Remember, they will reform in oblivion over time. You will not. Let us move north through the tunnels. We will alert you when we find a ward.
How long have the remnants had the Cenotaph?
A time existed when the remnants had no home. We served as wandering knights for our lord. Then, as if flung through the void, this castle landed within Apocrypha. We took this as a gift and soon occupied it.
Okay. Judging by the architecture, it's pretty Dagonic.
This Dream Carver spell opens a void in our thoughts. It feels like an erasure.
Let's see what you're made of.
We may run into...
You think your thoughts are being erased? Is that the correct understanding of what's going on here?
power for the trap. Help us recharge it.
Okay.
This should surprise our invaders.
Really does look very Dagon. Ultra maroon. I don't know if I'll be allowed back in here once I'm done, so I'm gonna explore a bit. Not that there's a whole lot to explore, of course, but you know.
Come, we can recharge this power. Come, we can recharge this power node.
All right.
A fire trap should ignite now.
Like I'm also freeing some of the whatever they're called. The remnants. Why are they called remnants if they were in order? They're not the remains of anything, they are the thing. Maybe I'm thinking about it too hard. Let's see. Up this way. All boots are mine.
Power node. Let us charge it.
All right.
That covers our exits. Let us talk about next steps.
Okay.
With the traps powered, we should find navigating the cenotaph much easier. They should destroy most of the invaders with ease. However, they won't get them all. We need to determine how close they are to reaching the Remnant Pact.
How do we learn that?
We head to the courtyard. If the Dream Carvers wish to breach the Crux, they must go there to do it. The passage to the east will take us to a balcony. We can assess their progress from there.
All right. To the balcony. After I loot you blind. Did it just pop out of nowhere? I think it did. Oh. Alright. Bookshelves. Wardrobe. Battle axe. Where is that? Huh. There is a battle axe. Alright. Courtyard.
Such a massive ritual! Destroy the focus!
Time is short. Must destroy.
Assets of the ritual may tell us something. Look for clues.
Alright, investigate the remains.
Fragments of ritual medium. We can learn from that.
Where is it?
Alone. 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 Where are they? We are lost. Too alone.
What are you saying?
We cannot stand being alone. Dreamcarver magic squirms through our mind. It wants our secrets. It wants inside.
That doesn't sound good.
Remnants function as a whole. Why isolate us?
Because cracks. Uzunath's vision.
A sample of my vestige for each stone. This unlocks the way.
That is the ritual's core. Her own essence.
Bold. Note from Uzunath. We've done it. Our strike against the remnants broke their order. The cenotaph now belongs to the Dreamcarvers. There's much to do before we claim the remnants' power as our own. The remnants keep their pact with Hermaeus Mora locked away inside a pocket realm they call the Crux. This pact is the core of their power and the target of our assault. The stones I've distributed are tuned with my vestige. Use them for the ritual I described earlier. Once my essence merges with the remnants, the wall of the Crux will crumble. Walls of the Crux will crumble. What do you make
That
of
creature,
this?
Uzunath. She leads these invaders. We know her reputation. Savage and impatient. No wonder she managed to take the cenotaph by force. To use her own vestige as fuel for the ritual presents a massive risk.
Does it? What do you make of what we found?
The walls of the Crux cannot break. We connected the locks to the remnant's mental web. Only we may enter unscathed. Uzunath's ritual siphons remnant minds. She blends their psychic energy with her own essence.
What does that mean?
What it means, mortal, is she has crafted a key to the Crux. Once she blends enough remnant minds with her own vestige, she will appear as one of us. The Crux will open. The pact will be exposed.
And I suppose that's a problem. What do we do?
We search the grounds, find other ritual foci, and destroy them. Steel yourself. Dreamcarvers roam everywhere.
I'll destroy the ritual foci.
We did not choose our fortress. It arrived when we needed it most. Once, sounds of training and discussion echoed through the halls. As our numbers dwindled, the cenotaph fell quiet.
What is happening to these remnants?
We no longer feel their presence in our mental connection. The Dreamcarvers have learned a way to isolate us, severing us from ourselves. Such a process, it seems, drives us to madness.
Okay. I'm not done with
We
you.
did not choose our fortress. It arrived when we needed it most. Once, sounds of training and discussion echoed through the halls. As our numbers dwindled, the cenotaph fell quiet.
You recognize the Dreamcarver leader?
The remnants keep watch on many of the other clans. Our calling is the defense of Apocrypha, after all. We once had agents across more realms than a mortal's mind can hold. Perhaps we can regain that reach once more.
The ritual seemed to anger you.
Uzunath steals our defining feature, the thing that makes us remnants. Our mental web, the connection that binds us. We believe it is more than a means of sharing knowledge. It amplifies us.
What do you mean?
Think of the power nodes we charged. Our pact with Lord Mora is the kernel from which the Remnant's gifts emerge. Our mental web amplifies those gifts. The more who are connected, the stronger we become. To isolate us from it is savagery.
You say so? Now, is there anything
We
else?
did not choose our fortress. Uzinaf steals our defining...
Alright. So... just go back this way. Might as well deal with any enemies I come across, right? There's another ritual site.
Another ritual focus. Just that should weaken the ritual.
Alright, one more. Right through here.
Destroy the ritual. Keep searching.
Inside we go.
Without those
That's what I do. Bookshelf, bookshelf. Door.
You! Our pact with Lord Mora is sacred! Do not dare enter the crux!
Here you are, the rats scurrying around to cause trouble. Despite your efforts, I have what I need. Good try, though.
Quick, we need to plan.
Okay. What is the plan?
No! After everything, we were too slow! They have entered the crux and can access our pact with Lord Hermaeus Mora! The remnants may actually end.
Can we follow her into the crux?
Perhaps. No one has entered for countless eons. The remnants have keys to the crux, but we have never needed them. Until now.
Where are these keys?
We need the journal of the first remnant. It will tell us which relics we need to place around the circle to open the door. There is little time. We must go, now.
Alright, off we go.
Find the relics. Hurry.
Journal of the First Remnant. For those who collect knowledge in service of our Lord, the history of the remnants is poorly documented. We are not scholars inclined to write down every thought, nor curators who quietly organize collections in obscurity. The remnants are soldiers, swords and shields that serve the will of Hermaeus Mora. However, if we are to fulfill the task of securing wisdom from across the Arbus, certainly that includes our own. Alone, adrift in the void, we heard a voice that we instantly knew flowed from the mind of the Eye of All. It communicated a deep need. The realms of Apocrypha needed champions, a muscular arm to hold back invaders who sought knowledge they did not earn. Our Lord selected us for this task, and we obliged. We discovered 2 items upon our arrival at our new home, a spyglass and a key. They each radiated a power that surged from this realm through the void and into a place we did not know. Our essences merged with these relics, to open a gateway into a small pocket we would come to call the Crux. As we stepped through, our minds merged as one. Remnants joined into one whole, one body in service of Lord Mora. We knew that this Crux was intended for us alone, a belief confirmed when we saw a written pack awaiting us, with our signatures already added. Finding this place and serving this realm had been our fate all along.
A journal containing the wisdom of the first remnant.
Indeed. What's that? It's brigands. I thought that said spyglass for a second. Spyglass.
That spyglass peers through the void to find new realms. We must hurry and check the state of the Pact. There is no telling what damage the Dreamcarvers could do to the Remnants and Hermaeus Mora if left alone in the Crux.
Why are the Remnants storing these relics?
The Remnants have acquired these relics while gathering secrets for Hermaeus Mora. They either made our jobs easier, or could not be left for anyone to find. So we gathered and stored them to keep them safe.
Okay. Should have blocked. I almost said that, but I guess there was one more. Ooh, and Sharp leveled up his weapon. One more level, and then he's done with Destro staves. Ancient key.
That key itself is a lock, which another key then opens.
Oh, I jumped the gun a
Well
little
done.
bit.
Now we go to the ritual dais.
Do the dais, do the dais. On the balcony.
Here, we will guide you through the next steps.
Talk to Tiss.
Place the relics where I tell you. Once complete, our power shall flow through them. Hurry, our power wanes. We can feel it.
How do we open the portal?
We use the gathered relics. Once placed, our power shall bind them together. They will connect to what remains of the Remnant's mental web. The resulting mesh will open the Crux.
I'm not a remnant. Can I still enter the Crux?
We shall open a door like any other. You will have no problem entering. That said, once inside, we must close the door behind us. Otherwise, we risk a swarm of Dreamcarvers joining us within.
Okay.
Place the relics while we channel our power
Oops.
through them.
Okay. I'm presuming spyglass? Yeah.
Promise held.
This one's the key.
To form a lock that holds tight the door.
And what, the book?
To bind us all through ancient
Apparently.
wisdom. We opened the way. Enter the Crux, Outworlder.
There's a very Hermaeus Mora portal.
Crux. But wait. Our connection. We have gone silent.
Okay.
Empty. You, remnant! There's nothing here! Trickery. I shall take your mind.
I don't know what she's upset about.
She's right. It is empty. except for this.
And by this, I presume you mean the book. Pact of the Remnants.
There is nothing here. The room is empty. Even the book has no words.
Huh.
Follow. We must think.
Does that mean their pact is broken?
What does this mean, Mortal? We need your guidance.
Need my guidance?
As far back as we can recall, the Remnants believed we directly served Hermaeus Mora. Our connection to him drove us to defend his will. Perhaps that was a lie. The pact was nothing. A shattered flame with a rotting book.
Why is the book of the pact empty?
Further, where does our power come from? We cannot say. Now, we must decide. Do we tell the Remnants of our discovery? It would surely destroy us. Or do we use the victory to reinvigorate the clan? Show that Apocrypha still needs our defense.
This mean your power is your own. You should rebuild the Remnants. Plan is built on a lie. Allow it to end. You should disband the Remnants. I mean, if they're happy with what they're doing, why not rebuild? Especially if they know that their power is their own, then nothing can shake them, right? So, option 1. This must mean your power is your own. You should rebuild the Remnants.
An excellent point. Our goals do not need to come from some external source. We can reinvest in our purpose on our own. Perhaps others will join out of a desire to gather knowledge, instead of to serve another.
How do you feel about rebuilding?
We feel more certain than ever about our task. Our clan will gather and discuss how to prioritize. The cenotaph of the Remnants will become the sword and shield of Hermaeus Mora once again.
Yeah, see, now it's by choice. Even though it was before. But anyway, I hope the Order rebuilds successfully.
It's only through your efforts that we have a chance to rebuild. The Remnants will rise again and last for eternity. All thanks to you. This outcome was unexpected. Nonetheless, you earned this. We offer it in gratitude.
I will take it in gratitude. Don't get many quest bows.
What comes next feels mysterious. Perhaps the others will have an idea on how to proceed. Until then, you have our gratitude, Outworlder. May we fight alongside each other again in the future.
What are your plans now?
We shall rebuild. Our order may have seemingly collapsed, but perhaps we can rebuild stronger. We will create a more solid foundation. We still believe in serving Hermaeus Mora. The task is still worthwhile. We feel rededicated.
All the better for you, then.
They have emerged, and unharmed. What fate comes for our order, then?
See what we have done. The cenotaph stands. Our order can rekindle its strength. This proves it.
Our gifts return, and we hear our thoughts once more. Perhaps the Remnants can still serve.
Is that it? It's not gonna explain the power and what happened and all that. Okay. Well, that just means back down to the Midden. back to Laramil.
So much to learn.
The cairns have been activated, Laramil.
Well done. Now, to complete the ritual. I feel the ebb and flow of Apocrypha. Some guide me, others try to.
Laramil, do be careful.
I told you. Apocrypha doesn't give up its secrets without a price.
Got it!
That didn't look good.
The
Rude.
researcher taps into currents of fate that aren't hers to access, and look what it does to her. Laramil has been performing stunts such as this for more than a century. I'm surprised she's still somewhat sane.
I'm surprised you've known her that long.
Poor Laramil. That seemed to take a lot out of her. You should check on her, my friend.
You care so much, why don't you check? Alright.
Curate Gidane's concern is appreciated but unwarranted, Proxy. I have been sifting through Apocrypha's secrets long enough to know my limits. And the ritual performed just as I hoped it would. Still, I could use a moment to regain my strength.
So you located the hidden entrance to the Infinite Panopticon?
The ritual directed me to the desolate northwest reaches of the Chroma Incognito. I sensed the entrance we seek there, as well as the other half of the Fulcrum Obscura. Our enemy must have also located the entrance, or is close to doing so.
What should we do?
Let me mark the location on your map. Go quickly, Proxy. I shall follow and meet you there after I make sure Curate Gidane gets back to Nern safely.
Alright, I'll meet you at the spot on my map.
Go to the northwest region of the Chroma Incognito and see what you can find, Proxy. I shall catch up with you in due course.
Can you tell me anything else about the Infinite Panopticon?
Only what I read. It exists outside the time and space of Apocrypha, hidden from all. It supposedly contains many of Hermaeus Mora's most closely guarded secrets. The interior is said to be so bizarre that the very sight drives mortal minds insane.
That doesn't sound good.
Do not fear. My decades of study have made me mostly impervious to the horrors of forbidden knowledge. And you are Fate's proxy. You should be able to survive a visit to the pocket dimension. Besides, to save both realms, we have no other choice.
As you keep saying. Do my best.
Screwed. Please make sure Curate Gidane returns safely to Necrom. His work here is done.
But we still haven't recovered the other half of the Fulcrum Obscura.
Listen to Laramil, mortal. Your mind would melt the moment you stepped into the Infinite Panopticon.
But... Oh, very well. I'll return to Necrom and see if I can learn anything more about the hidden Kindred or Master Shelreni. Do be careful, my friends.
I prefer simple anomalies. This one has become too complex and dangerous for my liking. I'll return the mortal corpse keeper to Necrom. Perhaps by the time I'm done, the course of fate will have corrected itself. But probably not.
Such a pessimist.
I'll return to Necrom with Scroot if Laramil thinks that's for the best. Just stay safe, my friend. And keep Laramil safe, too. I'll protect this half of the relic and see what more I can learn about Master Shelreni.
Do what I can. Okay, so over there, which is way over here. Shoot. Well, let's hope I can get all this stuff taken care of at least somewhat soon. Looks like I did indeed choose the wrong side of Necrom to enter first. that wasn't here
By all
before.
the tomes of Apocrypha, we found the entrance to the infinite panopticon. The ritual worked, Proxy. We located the entrance to the infinite panopticon. At least, until it moves again. Let us head inside and try to stop the hidden kindred from locating the secret they seek.
You think the hidden kindred are already inside?
I know not which of our enemies have entered the panopticon, but the ritual latched onto both the hidden entrance and the other half of the Fulcrum Obscura. They must have used the relic to find this place, not unlike how we did it.
What should we expect once we enter the infinite panopticon?
Legends say the panopticon is an endless labyrinth of rooms and passages, but nothing inside conforms to reality as we know it. It protects some of Hermaeus Mora's most precious secrets, and powerful guardians roam its lengths. Shall we proceed?
Alright, let's enter the infinite panopticon.
Prepare yourself, Proxy. We should both be able to withstand a short visit to the panopticon, but that does not mean we can ignore the dangers. Steel your mind and harden your will. When you are ready, let us head inside.
Remind me, what do we think the enemy is trying to find in the infinite panopticon?
We know they seek details concerning a lost dream, and they plan to use a rite from a black book to recover it. But first they must determine where it is stored. I assume that is what they hope to learn in the panopticon, the dream's location.
And they can learn that in the panopticon?
They believe so. And with the Fulcrum Obscura, they can sift through the infinite secrets locked within until they find the exact one they require. We must get inside and prevent them from accomplishing that.
Well, let's go then.
We have entered the infinite panopticon. But where are the catalogers?
That
Nowhere to be
hunger
found.
is a native to Apocrypha. See how it shifts between the layers of reality? Attack while it's shifted, and its energy can power my ghost sight.
Okay.
Instant focus to use my ghost sight. My ghost sight can defeat this enemy.
Interesting. Ghost sight, huh?
Not bad, not bad. But without my ghost sight, it probably wouldn't have survived that.
Sure.
Careful, Proxy. I sense corruption in the air.
This malignancy allows the corrupted guardians to phase between layers of reality. When we get you destroyed one sensor of corruption, but I sensed more above us.
Oops. Didn't let him finish.
What did you do, Proxy? The corruption has lessened, but it persists.
Okay.
Over so soon.
Is this area trying to exemplify the mechanics of the Bastion Mimics? Okay. something here though. Do I need to start downstairs? Yes. For some reason. That's mildly annoying. Okay. Curious.
Use my ghost sight. There's something nearby. Another sensor destroyed. Without my ghost sight, you'd never find them.
Light Crown's
Well
notes.
done. The corruption's hold weakens. Light Crown created this corruption. With the help of Master Shelreni, Vermina, and Periite. We must destroy the remaining sensors.
Okay. The Sensor of Corruption is a masterpiece. Who knew that combining the stuff of dreams with a malignant sickness into an infectious torment could create something so powerful and useful? The Guardians of the Infinite Panopticon have succumbed to the corruption emitted by the sensors. Not only does it render us invisible to them, but it turns them into crazed monsters that will attack anyone that dares enter this place. It shouldn't be but, it should be also. Because you wrote what anyway. I am not sure this will serve to hide us from the prince of this disgusting realm, but I shall continue to work with Master Shelreni to increase its potency. As I and the Dremora Torvisard search for the infinite information we need, Shelreni will return to the Telvanni Peninsula and continue her efforts to extract the right from the Black Book.
A malignant substance permeates the very air of this endless shaft. I do not know how long we can withstand its effects. We must locate the source and disable it. Perhaps the ghost that haunts you can help us with this task.
Okay. Not sure it haunts me per se. The Hushed are much weaker than the Seekers, that's for sure.
One more sensor to destroy. Use my
Got a repair kit? You're looking a little worse for wear.
It's fine, sure.
That was the last sensor. The corruption should clear on its own now.
Whatever you just did, I sense the corruption fading away. Let us talk.
Alright.
Whatever you did, it worked. The corruption dissipates even as we speak. According to Blightcrown's notes, they are using the corruption as some sort of method to avoid detection. Is that how they plan to elude the gaze of the one who knows?
Do you understand what Blightcrown's corruption is doing?
I believe so. He has somehow combined the power of dream with the power of pestilence to shift between the layers of this reality. They are here, but not here. Effectively hidden from the all-seeing gaze of Hermaeus Mora.
So how do we follow them?
The power of the ritual we use to locate the Panopticon lingers. We can use it to focus on the portion of the Fulcrum Obscura that Torvisard and Blightcrown carry. We can follow its trail directly to them.
Alright, let's track down the stolen relic.
I shall concentrate the residual power of my ritual into a final tracking spell. Follow where the energy leads.
Will do. Doesn't help that I walk slightly faster than this thing.
They carry the fulcrum obscura through this door, Proxy.
Probably should have waited to make sure she was done first, but
I'm with you.
The relic passed this way, Proxy. We should follow the trail and locate it before the guardians of this place fully recover. We are as much intruders here as Blightcrown and Torvasard.
yeah. Alright.
Emmaus Mora has set a guardian gaze to protect the way ahead. We must divert its attention to cross the chamber.
You sure?
Periite rune, reeking of disease. Activating the rune got the guardian's attention. There must be more.
The Guardian's vision is similar to my ghost sight. Nothing escapes its notice.
Okay.
Hurry and activate the remaining runes.
Yeah.
Now, through the portal to the north.
Through the water first, though. Portal! Once I'm out of combat. There we go.
See how the fulcrum vibrates? What we seek is here.
Another eye. It looks like all the others to me.
Have faith, diseased one. This eye contains the memory of the dream we seek.
Then let's get this over with. I can't hide us between the layers of reality much longer.
Ah, fate's mortals. I have no wish to harm you. Turn back and let us finish what we started.
I have not been able to get a good look at him this
They
entire
dare enter
freaking
one
time.
of Emmaus Mora's forbidden memories. We must follow them. Let me open a portal. There.
Proceed carefully. Between the energy here and Blightcrown's manipulation of reality, Laramil's portal could behave erratically.
Okay. Blind trust.
I knew it. We're not where Laramil intended, and now she's spell carving to the left. Look about us. Eye of Midden, Laramil's portal deposited us on the ceiling.
Well, that's awkward.
Another portal? I knew it! Blightcrown's manipulation of the layers of reality caused Laramil's spell to splinter. Well, step on through, and hopefully we'll reach the layer we're looking for.
Interesting. Also, the portals look different. Are you sure it's a splinter of Laramil's? And where's the eye? Below me? No?
Let's make this quick.
Over there, it says, based on the map.
Keep moving through the portals.
Yeah, okay. Just can't see it. Come on, let me through. One more.
Each portal gets us one step closer to the Eye of Mora. Maybe Laramil's a better spellcaster than I thought.
Wouldn't that make her a professional now? Frick, lead is frick. Why will it not let me attack the speaker? it lagging again? God dang it. Oh, that's annoying. Okay.
Traversing different layers of reality is disconcerting. Quick, into that portal!
Hold on. Where even is this eye? I did not see it at all while going through that. Yes. Another set of seekers. Valuable experience.
If this one doesn't get us there, I'm going to start making things explode.
Same? Question mark?
Finally, the Eye of Mora on the walkway.
The walkway above us. There's another portal over here.
Of course you are.
I can use it. I don't know if I want to, but I can. Oh, hello.
The Eye of Mora. Oh, without rhythm. We need to go in after the light crown and focus on.
Okay. Guess in I go then.
You're as transparent as I am. And look, there's Torvasard.
We're in a memory of Hermaeus Mora, mortal. Here, no harm may befall us. I suggest we use this opportunity to confer.
It also continues to obscure your appearance.
When dealing with matters of fate, meetings such as this are inevitable. Know that I am Torvasard, and know that we need not be adversaries in these matters. I simply seek an ancient dream, barely remembered. Lost knowledge, nothing more.
The knowledge you seek can destroy reality.
Is that what Hermaeus Mora and his high elf lackey told you? Can you imagine any revelation that possesses such power? No. This is about keeping secrets, hoarding knowledge, stealing memories. Hermaeus Mora, the great miser of oblivion.
Not very good many good things to say about Mora. Then tell me more about this knowledge you seek.
All I have is fragments of a dream. Even Vermina could not help me recall it. But we remembered enough to get us this far. Hermaeus Mora stole this knowledge from us. I do not wish to harm you, mortal. To harm anyone. But I will learn the truth.
Who's this us, though? And where's Blightcrown? Why are you working with Peryite's priest?
The pompous mortal riddled with disease. The memory rejected him. We entered together, but I stand here, alone. Except for you. But worry not for Peryite's priest. Blightcrown has skills. It should be a simple matter for him to return to Nern.
I was just about to ask where he was. So what now, Torvasard?
I will continue my search. You, however, should turn back. Wandering the memories of a Daedric prince is dangerous for one such as I. For you, such a journey will most likely prove fatal. I would hate to see Fate's Chosen reach such an ignoble end.
Oh, how courteous of you.
Heed my words, mortal.
We'll see.
If I learned anything as a Telvanni Magister, It's this. When a Dremora tells you to go right, you go left. Let's see what this memory contains.
Agreed.
Dream Castles. Princess Midden and Dremora clan. Those are their Mina markings on the walls.
Are they? How can you tell? Hunger. I thought these were parry items. Down I go, I suppose.
I won't let you do this, Fate Forger!
It is already done. You will forget this ever happened. Everyone will. It is the only way to preserve reality.
Damn you, Mora! Damn! No!
A spell to make all of reality forget. I can barely imagine. Come on. We need to find Torvasad.
But to forget what exactly? What was Hermaeus Mora so desperate to make forget? To the broken statue.
And now you know of Hermaeus Mora's grand betrayal. Once I restore Vermina's statue, the process of restoring the memory will begin. I suggest you defend yourself, mortal.
How will restoring I don't understand how restoring the statue will restore the memory.
Stay ready. Never know what else might be headed our way.
What was shattered has been restored.
Who dares enter this forbidden memory? No! What have you done? Flee while you can, transgressor. Your reckless actions threaten all of reality. This memory is changed. Chosen, speak with me.
Okay.
I erased all evidence of this moment, and of the events that led to the loathsome action I was forced to perform. But I could not strip it from my own memory. And now that misstep has borne bitter fruit. What did the Dremora tell you, Chosen?
Torvasard said you hoard secrets, that you stole memories from him and Vermina, from everyone.
Torvasard spoke true. Forbidden knowledge and secrets are my prime concern. Much of what I hoard serves to protect all the realms of existence. This particular secret, however, must stay forgotten. Even this slight recollection threatens reality.
You said this memory changed?
Torvasard, Found a way to slip past the eyes that see all and entered a memory he should have had no ability to access. And yet, here we are. He restored that which I destroyed. And now this recollection is no longer forgotten.
And this will cause reality to unravel?
The threads fray, but have not yet snapped. Torvasard and my enemies recall a fraction of the memory, but the most devastating secret remains locked away. Return to your allies. The situation can still be salvaged if you and Laramil work together. Use
We've
this
been trying.
portal.
Okay.
Return to Laramil's study. We will talk again soon.
Alright.
There you are. I was afraid you might have been lost in the void after my portal fraction.
I'm good.
When the opportunity to enter a place of forbidden knowledge was snatched from me, the frustration was nearly overwhelming. Oh, well. Tell me what you saw inside the memory, Proxy.
I met Torvasard and we saw Hermaeus Mora remove a memory from Vermina and all of reality.
Ah, the event that began this cavalcade of fate. Of course, such drastic measures must have been taken for good reason. The one who knows keeps referring to the unraveling of reality if we fail in our efforts. What else did you experience?
Torvasard altered the memory. He restored the Vermina statue that Mora shattered to cast his spell.
With that level of power, Torvasard is clearly more than your average Dremora. Much more. Does that mean the secret has been remembered? Have we failed? Shall reality begin unraveling all around us?
No idea. Mora told me that fate's threads have frayed, but we can still save Apocrypha and Nerf.
Then only some of the lost memory has been restored. The most dangerous portion of the secret must still be hidden. Very well. If you plan to honor your contract and still want to help save Apocrypha and Nern, I shall assist you as best I can.
Hermaeus Mora said we could still save reality if we work together, Laramil.
I would have it no other way, Proxy. We followed Hermaeus Mora's enemies from one end of Apocrypha to the other, and we learned what they seek. You have done well, and the one who knows wants to reward your efforts. Take this. Then, we shall see.
Abyssal Cephaliarch's base art. I will take that.
What you described. How could Torvasard change a memory of Hermaeus Mora? How could he alter what happened so long ago? Such a power should not exist. This sensation. Bafflement. I do not care for it.
Hermaeus Mora said we can still save reality if we work together, Laramil.
Torvasard has allies as well. Master Shelreni, Vermina, and Periite. Blightcrown and the hidden kindred cultists. They seek to restore memories stolen from them by Hermaeus Mora. And from what you saw, Torvasard has started the restoration process.
Apocrypha seems intent on even keeping us from learning too much about all this. On even keeping us from learning too much about all this.
Yes, most puzzling. Torvasard's next step must involve the right Master Shelreni seeks to draw from Meln's Black Book. Return to Necrom and find Curate Gadain. See what Shelreni is up to. Meanwhile, I have other inquiries I wish to explore.
Alright, I'll return to Necrom and rendezvous with Curate Gadain.
Remember, As long as Shelreni possesses the Black Book, she can complete her rite. If they fully unlock this forgotten secret, multiple realms are doomed. I shall meet you at the bookshop in Necrom after I complete my investigations.
You sure Master Shelreni is our best lead right now?
Torvasad and Blightcrown could be anywhere, but Master Shelreni has roots in the Telvanni Peninsula. If anyone can help you navigate the complexities of the Dunmer Great Houses, it is Curate Gadain. Investigating Shelreni is our best option.
Isn't there some way to find Torvasard or Blightcrown?
Perhaps. That is one of the possibilities I plan to explore. However, Torvasard demonstrated powers unheard of for a typical Dremora. He may have other abilities. I need to proceed with caution. And Blightcrown serves Periite, another obstacle.
What about the Hidden Kindred?
A cult composed of followers of Vermina and Periite, princes that usually work against each other, may be easier to uncover. I shall see what I can learn from my contacts among Hermaeus Mora's faithful. We will succeed, Proxy. We have to.
What about that corruption Blightcrown used in the Panopticon?
Blightcrown and Shelreni concocted the Dream Affliction with the help of Vermina and Periite. It allowed them to avoid detection by shifting into alternate layers of reality. It even affected Mora's guardians. And we know they plan to improve it.
To what purpose?
If they can perfect their formula, what better way to steal the most dangerous secret in Apocrypha than from under the gaze of the one who knows? But if we can stop Master Shelreni and they cannot find the secret they seek, it shall not matter.
Okay.
This portal will return you to Necrom.
Master Shelreni murdered me to avoid the scrutiny of the Assembly of Masters. What else might she do to further her ambitions?
Let's find out.
All that stuff you hear about Apocrypha containing horrors beyond mortal comprehension, those horrors seemed pretty comprehensible to me.
Agreed, Sharp.
Portal returns. I thought I recognized that wrinkle in the fabric of fate.
I hoped Laramil would be with you. We have news.
The Corpse Keeper is eager to tell you what he discovered. Oblivion forbid that I ruin his surprise. You should speak with him.
Alright.
Scroot and I uncovered the most interesting news. The Assembly of Masters learned of Master Shelreni's recent activities and has called for a conclave. They plan to strip her of her rank and expel her from the house.
Well, that backfired on her. What's the difference between an assembly and a conclave?
It's complicated. The Assembly of Masters consists of just their mouths. The actual Masters rarely leave their towers, and never to meet with their rivals. A conclave, however, is a different story. The Masters themselves are compelled to attend.
And how does that help us locate Master Shelreni and recover Meln's Black Book?
Don't you see? When they convene the Masters' Conclave, Shelreni must be on hand to contest the charges. So, we know where we can find her and when.
So where is this conclave going to take place?
At Tel Hulan, the Tower Hall in Old Isra. As a curate, I think I can get us into the conclave by claiming official Necrom business. House Telvanni prefers to stay on our good side, so they rarely ask too many questions of the Keepers of the Dead.
Alright, I'll meet you in Old Isra.
Hear it or not, he'll never get into the conclave bearing the mark of a Daedric prince. Not without my help.
Okay.
Underestimate Shelreni at your own peril. And do not think to just walk into a Telvanni stronghold reeking of Hermaeus Mora. Either Shelreni's Daedric allies or the Conclave's own protections will spot you the moment you step across the threshold.
You can help us avoid detection?
Of course. Wasn't I the greatest magister of my time? If not for my desire for solitude, I would have been the Archmagister. Unfortunately, my spectral body isn't good for anything these days. You'll need to serve as my hands for this to work.
Alright, what do I need to do?
Return to Telrendis. Around my tower, you'll find the components necessary to assemble a passable cloak of omission. Look for dried hoaxwort, a lamia-scale shawl, and an illusion tincture of my own creation. I'll tell you more when we get there.
I'll do my best.
The spirit makes a good point. You'd be noticed immediately the moment you tried to get close to Shelreni. If he thinks he can direct you to make a proper spell of concealment, he has more faith in you than I do. I suppose you should try, though.
While you go to Telrendis to create Meln's enchantment, I'll head to Ald Isra and make sure we're on the list to attend the Conclave. Find me inside Tel Hulan when you're ready to proceed. In the meantime, I'll try to learn more about Shelreni.
Sounds good. Where am I going?
You monster.
Alright, Necrom. Oop, get rid of all that. So, I do need this world boss. Might as well try for it. Good, it's pretty close to Telrendis too. That's a benefit. Don't tell me I'm too late. Not too late. Awesome. So let's take care of this seeker first. Much combat. Boy, these things sure are going to so low. What the f was that about? Back here, you. Oh, it's annoying when you have have to do this all over again, isn't it? Uh-oh. Jesus. What? Bullshit.
If you don't get up, I'm taking your stuff.
Guess I got too distracted there. Now let's hope I can get past the second round of this crap.
Second win.
Hate stuns. So annoying. There we go. Oh, I should not have died twice
Never
there.
know what else might be headed our way.
Let's take care of the witch first. And the Minotaur. There we go.
I may have to add you to my collection. Or you can cause any more damage.
And the Argonian Behemoth. Poor Sharp. Thanks for the resources. Let me get my banner up. wish I broke out of that, but whatever. What the heck? Guess I need a roll dodge. Nope. Too late for that to do that one. And he's down. There we go. Well, there you go. You got to see me do a delve daily.
Leave my offerings to me and get your dung-smelling incense out of my face.
This is my great-grandmother's favorite scent. See, I actually pay attention to my ancestors and don't buy whatever is popular.
I don't need to get involved in that. That's Dunmer problems. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Now you got to see me do a delve and a world boss. All that's left is for you guys to see me do a Bastion Mimic. And who knows when that'll happen. Certainly not me. Probably shouldn't have walked this whole way. But oh well.
Now where did I bury those components?
Where indeed?
Curses and corporeal existence. I can see why most ancestors move on instead of haunting their descendants. My mortal memories are much harder to recall than I anticipated. I don't remember where to find those components. Not exactly.
So we came here for nothing?
Of course not. I buried the components we need in separate caches on the tower grounds. I just can't remember exactly where I put them. No matter. With your assistance, I'm sure we can find the right spots.
What do you need me to do?
Use my ghost sight. It will reveal the hiding places. Remember, Telrendis is my place of power, despite Shelreni's attempts to make it her own. Here, I can easily use my magic through you, as long as you're willing.
Where should I start looking?
I placed sigils at the spots, but on a different layer of reality. Use my ghost sight, and you should be able to see them. The caches are buried beneath those locations. When you get close to a spot I recognize, I'll tell you to activate my sight.
Sounds good.
This must be the place. Take a look. Isn't Ghost Sight wonderful? You'll find a cache here. That's my illusion tincture. The other components are buried elsewhere.
Alright. There's two literally right here.
This looks familiar. Activate my Ghost Sight.
Okay. There's two.
We can work with this. Head toward my tower, and let's find a workbench to assemble the spell.
Head towards his tower. Okay. I freaking remember how to get into his tower. Where the hell's the door? Never mind.
I remember this old workbench. We can prepare the Cloak of Omission here. Place the components, one at a time, onto the enchanting workbench.
Alright, right oak swart first, I suppose.
Good work. Now place the shawl.
Lay me a scale shawl.
Almost done. Now sprinkle the tincture.
Illusion tincture.
Excellent. Now take the cloak of omission.
Yoink.
Go ahead and try it on. The cloak will mask your presence and hide your connection to the Prince of Fate.
Oh, I hope we get this for a costume, whatever this is. Illusion tincture. Where did it go? Is it armor? Didn't go in here, did it? No. Do I have to step away? That's the wrong. Is it the wrong thing? Head marking. Yeah. Yes. Okay, where is this thing? I don't have it. On the cloak of omission. Oh, I didn't go far enough away.
Barely a hint of a data connection. I should explain the particulars, though.
All right, Mel.
Not a bad bit of work. You follow directions well. And the cloak looks perfectly dashing. Dashing, I say. Now let's head to Old Isra and meet up with Kirat Gedane. She should have gotten you access to the Conclave by now.
Wait a moment. You said something about the particulars?
Did I? I don't recall. But if you're asking about the Cloak of Omission, it can only shield you from so many scrying attempts. Eventually, someone will notice you. But the enchantment should last long enough for us to get our hands on Shelreni.
Anything else you want to tell me?
Now that you mention it, yes. Gedane can get you on the access list, but you must play your part. Dunmer laws are labyrinthine, Telvanni especially. You need to invoke the proper statute to avoid suspicion.
Proper statute?
Just say the following to the sentry at the door. I hereby invoke the 26th statute of the Necrom agreement, and then demand entry to the Conclave. Can you remember that? Once we get inside, we can meet up with Kirat Gedane.
Alright, let's go to Old Isra.
What could Shelreni be thinking? She's obviously counting on the support of two Daedric princes. But does she really expect them to magically elevate her to the rank of Magister? Let's get to Tel Hulen in Old Isra and see if the cloak works.
Why is the statute you want me to invoke so important?
Because you're not a Telvanni. That particular statute relates to the agreement between House Telvanni and the Keepers of the Dead. If you present it with authority, the Sentry will probably grant you access.
Even though I'm an Argonian. What's inside? Why don't I just tell the Conclave that Master Shelreni is what Master Shelreni is really up to?
And tell them what? If you even imply that any Telvanni would require the help of an outsider, you'd insult them at best or get arrested, if not immediately challenged to a duel of spells. Believe me, any of those would be counterproductive.
What could they arrest me for?
Do you honestly think my people need a legitimate reason? Well, how about impersonating a Necrom official? Or infiltrating a meeting of the Master's Conclave? Not to mention acting in the service of a Daedric prince? We can't risk it.
I don't know. And all these roads up this way.
Tel Hulen, the Tower of Halls, home to the Assembly of Masters. Remember to invoke the statute when you demand entry, and put on a cloak.
Alright.
Know that, Drew? As Master Shelreni's mouth, you are prohibited from entering the Conclave.
But I must warn the Masters.
Don't worry. Your treacherous master will be dealt with soon enough.
You must warn the other Masters. I can no longer stand by and do nothing while Master Shelreni continues along this dark path. Her actions threaten the entire peninsula.
You're Master Shelreni's mouth. Why should I trust anything you tell me?
You probably shouldn't, but that doesn't mean I'm lying. I admired Shelreni for her skill and power. Thought she would help me rise in the ranks. But her ambition and contempt for her fellow Telvanni will doom us all.
What do you mean?
Master Shelreni made a deal with not one, but two Daedric princes. She plans to use their help to eliminate all who oppose her so she can become Archmagister. The Masters won't listen to me. They don't understand the danger.
What danger are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Master Shelreni stopped confiding in me. But I know how she thinks. She has no respect for the Masters or this Conclave. When they move to reprimand her, she's going to show them just how powerful she's become. It will be a bloodbath.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
The Master's Conclave is in session. All other business is on hold. Come back later.
Check your list. I hereby invoke the 26th statute of the Necrom Agreement and demand entry.
Necrom? Let me see. Ah, yes. You're listed as Curate Gadane's attending clerk. Very good. You may go inside. I expect you'll find the curate in the assembly antechamber, as the attending magister declared the conclave for masters only.
I'll head inside.
There's Curate Gadane.
Really, I must...
I insist, Curate. You do realize I wield considerable influence as Master Norvora's mouth.
Of course, but...
I could do much for you and the Keepers. Now tell me, what do you think of my book?
That's Master Norvora's mouth. We need to extract Gadane this instant.
Okay.
Master Morena seemed exhausted. Is she well?
The healers recommended she stay in bed, but she insisted we attend the conclave. They call them so rarely, you know.
Understandable. As much as our masters despise public appearances, they hate the thought of others gathering without them more.
Too bad we're not allowed inside. I was hoping to see what punishment they devised for Master Shelreni.
The curate and I are busy, outsider. I am eager to hear what he thinks of my book, Ancestors of a Humble Mouth. It's a work in progress, but at least 2 booksellers have expressed interest. Come back later.
Master Norvora sent me to find you. She requires your immediate assistance.
How strange. As no one but masters are allowed inside, Master Norvora explicitly told me to wait out here until after the conclave concluded its business.
I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna let him do it. I don't think you understand. Leave us. Now.
How rude! The Old Isra Committee of Social Decorum will hear about this insult. Of that, you can be sure.
Thank you, my friend. Follow me. I know a place where we can talk privately. We can speak freely here.
All right.
You arrived not a moment too soon, my friend. before they decided to seal the hall and I was trapped in that dreadful conversation with Mouth Elar, I found what we needed. Master Shelreni is here, and being held under guard until the conclave begins.
Shelreni's here? I saw her mouth outside. He said the masters are in danger. Let's go to get Shelreni.
And now we come to the problem. Magister Gothran arrived from Sadrith Mora to oversee the Masters' Conclave. He immediately expelled all but the Telvanni Masters and placed a ward on the door. There's no way to get into the assembly hall.
There must be some way to get inside.
Sadly, disabling a ward placed by a Magister is beyond my capabilities. If you have any ideas, please share them. Otherwise, I fear the Masters are on their own in there.
Meln is a Magister. Maybe he can help us get past the ward.
A Magister? To counter Magister magic, eh? Good idea. Let's go disable the ward. A ward needs anchors. Use my ghost sight to spot them. See them? One on either side of a door. I'll lend you my power to disable them. Magister Gothran is good, but I'm better. Let's enter the assembly hall.
Will do.
This is a closed session. What is the meaning of this intrusion?
Now, Gothran, surely such restrictions don't apply to a Magister and his proxy.
Meln the Mouthless, a spirit. No matter. I will not tolerate your antics.
Nothing in our statutes precludes a dead Magister from participating in a conclave. Now, hear what my proxy has to say.
Very well. Step forward.
As I shall.
I recognize you from that incident with the ambitious lizard. And now you stand before me, representing one of my most annoying colleagues. Well, get on with it. What's so important that Magister Meln dares interrupt these closed proceedings?
You're all in danger. Master Shelreni plans to eliminate all of her rivals.
And Magister Meln thought us so ineffective that he had to swoop in and save the day? How presumptuous of him. Do you really think one rogue master is a match for this assembly?
It's not just Master Shelreni. She has the support of 2 Daedric princes.
So I heard. Hence the reason I decided to leave my comfortable tower and come all this way to personally take charge of this conclave. The Masters will hear the charges, question the subject, and render swift judgment.
She's going to kill you all, just like she killed Meln the Mouthless.
Is that why you're here? To add another charge to Shelreni's list of crimes? Then so noted. Perhaps that's why she turned herself over without any fuss or bother, so that she can plead for mercy. Perhaps I'll be lenient. Perhaps not.
You're making a mistake. Master Meln says you can't underestimate Master Shelreni.
Enough of this nonsense. I listened to the concerns of your Magister and heard his allegation. Now we are finished. Meln may stay if he wishes. That is his right. But you and the curate should go and leave us to our work.
Over here. I forgot how boring my so-called peers can be. Pity Shelreni didn't eliminate a few more of my rivals before we noticed. But your master, Meln. I have fond memories of his many antics. That's why I wanted a word with you.
What did you want to talk to me about?
Your master has delayed these proceedings long enough. Master Shelreni reached above her station and must be dealt with. Anything that postpones that and increases the time I must spend in the company of my so-called peers will not be tolerated.
Master Shelreni murdered Magister Meln. He has the right to confront her.
Murder, you say? That is serious. I suppose anything can be expected from a master who makes pacts with Daedra. We really need to strip her of her rank and exile her. Well, if you must see her. She's being held in a meeting room down the East Hall.
Thank you.
I don't understand this necessity for debate. If it were up to me, we'd get right to the vote. Nothing anyone has to say will change my mind about Shelreni. Now then, is Magister Meln really dead?
Magister Meln was murdered by Master Shelreni. He needs to see her right away.
Meln may have confused Magister Gothrin, but there's no provision for a dead Telvanni participating in a conclave. It's just not done.
Look, if we don't find Shelreni, there's no telling what may happen to you and the other Magisters.
Is that a threat? Master Morena led Shelreni through the East Door for making similar pronouncements only a few moments ago. If that can happen to a Master, imagine what's in store for a lowly mouth like you.
Okay.
I wouldn't suggest disobeying the order of Magister Gothrin. I've seen him turn a retainer into a mud crab for a lesser infraction.
Oh, righty.
If you're intent on flouting Magister Gothrin's authority, then I suggest you speak to Masters Foves and Norvora. Neither of them could keep a confidence if their lives depended upon it. But if anyone asks, you heard nothing from me.
Uh-huh. Sounds like you're the gossip.
There's a meeting room just to the right. This must be where they're holding her.
Shelreni's gone, but what's that tipped-over bottle over there?
What
That's
indeed?
pure essence of dream. Let me cast a spell to see what happened here.
What was that? Just a little gift from the Prince of Dreams. Soon, you will do exactly as I say. You won't get away with this. I already have. And with your help, I'll get away with so much more. Now let's go attend the conclave. My ascension requires participants, willing or otherwise.
We must get to the conclave. It's held in the Master's private hall to the north.
Oh boy. Can't see this going
on
well.
to the north. I think the conclave is starting.
Master Shelreni, you stand accused of conspiring against your fellow Telvanni, murdering Meln the Mouthless, and consorting with Daedric princes. How do you plead?
A Telvanni doesn't plead. But I will kill you all before I take my sacrifice and depart.
Help me, Magister!
Shelreni, cease your actions this instant.
Use my ghost sight to disable the wards and get down there.
Alright.
If these fools can't stop me, what hope do you have?
Come on, get up! I'm not ready to die a second time.
You're finally awake. Thank the ancestors. I thought Shelreni killed you.
We should talk, Mouth of Meln. The Mouth of the Mouthless. I suppose you want me to say that you and Meln were right. That I should have taken Shelreni's threat more seriously. Well, let's pretend I said that and move on to what needs to happen next.
I remember rushing towards Shelreni when suddenly everything went black.
Yes, quite a display. She used the conclave to formally announce her intentions. Her spell would have killed everyone, and positioned her to challenge the Archmagister for rulership of the house. Luckily, I was on hand to save the local masters.
What did you do?
Shelreni may be a powerful master, but I am a magister of the Telvanni Council. It was a simple matter to deflect her attack while the Conclave dispersed. Then, I stabilized the portal she fled through, assuming you would want to follow her.
Why do you assume that we want to follow Master Shelreni?
Really now? Who do you think Meln consulted when he first invented his Cloak of Omission? I see the mark of Mora upon you. House Telvanni wants no part in the machinations of Daedric princes. Just make sure to kill Shelreni when you find her.
What about Master Morena?
Master Morena revealed her inadequacies when she allowed herself to be captured. The other masters survived. In both cases, House Telvanni won. If you plan to chase Shelreni, I suggest you leave now. I'm not going to hold that portal open forever.
So you don't care what happens to Master Morena?
In all honesty, no. In case you haven't noticed, we of House Telvanni are a superior lot. Sentiment and mercy rarely factor into our actions. Now, step lively. That portal will close as soon as my attention wavers. Ooh, and I feel a yawn coming on.
Alright, dick. Into the Oblivion portal I go.
This ancient ruin. Those markings. This place is dedicated to... Look.
Vermina. Right.
What?
Interrupted him.
Look. See those markings? They indicate that this ancient ruin was dedicated to Vermina, the Daedric Prince of Dreams and Nightmares. We should proceed with caution.
Alright.
This place. I think we visited the memory of it in the Eye of Mora.
Yes, we have. Elm. Good eye.
This chamber appears promising. We should look around.
Your gear's looking pretty rough.
Master Shelreni's notes. Torvasard. The Dremordar Torvasard came to me with an intriguing proposition more than 2 years ago now. He promised to fulfill my lifelong ambition to become Archmagister and rule over House Telvanni. All I had to do was pledge my service to Vermina, the Daedric Prince of Portents, and all my dreams would come to pass. He explained that something had been taken from the world long ago, that it was his destiny to restore what was stolen, what was lost. He said that restoration began with a dream, hence his alignment with Vermina. For in a dream, he recalled a shrine to the Dreamweaver, a shrine that it was imperative I help him repair. After much research and investigation, we have come to this ancient site. Now all we need to do is find the shrine Torvasard saw in his dreams. The restoration. After long months of preparation, we're finally ready to begin the work to fully restore the ancient statue of Vermina. While I still don't understand the significance of this effigy, I have devoted myself to determining exactly how to rebuild the statue and restore it to its former glory. Torvasard works by my side, learning all he can. When I ask why, he refuses to answer. He just says that restoring the statue is the key to restoring what was lost. And now I have an army of Vermina's followers bolstered by those devoted to Perii. Blade-Crown disgusts me, but I cannot fault his brilliance or the strength of his charges. The supply of malachite from the Alavelis quarries have finally arrived and we can begin. Soon, Vermina shall reward me with the power I need to become Archmagister of House Telvanni.
Anything relevant in those papers?
Oh yeah.
Was there anything in those papers about Master Shelreni or where we might find her?
Each page is talk about Master Shelreni's arrangement with Torvasard.
She writes about how Torvasard came to her, indoctrinated her into Vermina's service, how he was consumed with restoring something that was either stolen or lost, and how he insisted they find this ancient shrine. Interesting.
And here she writes about the work they did to restore a Vermina statue.
So they sent the malachite mined from the Alavelis quarry here. And she discusses how the hidden kindred were formed to provide the workers needed to accomplish the restoration. Somehow, rebuilding a Vermina statue is the key to Torvasard's goal.
In the Panopticon, Torvasard altered Mora's memory by restoring a Vermina statue.
This must be where that original memory took place. Where Vermina and Periite think Hermaeus Mora wronged them and stole whatever it is they now seek. Let's keep going. That restored statue and Master Shelreni must be somewhere in this old ruin.
We'll find her.
We must find Shelreni and stop her from completing this rite.
There's Shelreni and Master Morena. We need to free her.
My black book! Looks like Shelreni got past my safeguards.
Ingenious, Torvasard. Using the restored memory to open a path to Apocrypha. All we need now is for Shelreni to finish the rite and perform the sacrifice.
Shelreni's using the restored statue as a focus for her rite.
Mora's minions. You will not interfere.
An aspect of Vermina. That's not good.
Wait! Agents of fate! This vessel will help you restore what is taken from us all! No! Now, my disciple, complete the sacrifice so I may inhabit the ghost.
My ghost strike.
Now, friends, free Morena from the binding.
They go.
This magic is unstable! Save yourselves! No! Not when we're so close!
Close my black book and take it. That should end the rite.
The tormenting eye.
Taking the black book won't stop us, and one of you will serve just as well as a sacrifice.
No need to involve outsiders, Shelreni. Prince Vermina accepts your sacrifice and deems you a worthy vassal.
I regret the bloodshed, but soon Mora's injustice will be undone.
With this vessel, I can enter Apocrypha and strike at Mora's heart. With me, my faithful!
We have to warn Apocrypha. Let's return to the Necrom bindery and find Laramil.
Indeed.
Hold still, and I'll open a portal back to Necrom.
Okay. I was wondering how we were going to get back.
Neither Scroot nor I can feel Hermaeus Mora's presence. We both find this unsettling.
What did you do, mortal? The screams of Apocrypha are like needles in my eyes.
I don't know. I can't explain that. That sounds terrible.
Good, you are here. Both Scroot and I felt a sudden disturbance in the tides of fate. Something terrible has happened in Apocrypha, and Scroot and I no longer feel the presence of the one who knows.
Shelreni performed the rite. Blightcrown sacrificed her and Vermina possessed her body.
Another significant event in the annals of fate, and I missed it. But Master Shelreni is dead, and Vermina did what? Start from the beginning, Proxy. What happened at the Master's Conclave?
I thought everything I said was pretty clear, but alright. We warned the Masters, which helped save them when Master Shelreni tried to kill them all.
So that was Shelreni's plan. Use whatever power the princess provided to eliminate her rivals and move up in rank. I am glad she failed. But what happened after that?
After that, we followed her to the shrine we saw in the memory. We saved the master she planned to sacrifice.
And Blightcrown decided to complete the rite anyway by sacrificing Shelreni instead. Ruthless, but in keeping with a follower of Periite.
Why?
And you say this allowed Vermina to possess Shelreni's corpse. What happened next, Proxy?
I thought Periite's followers just shared pestilence, not sacrifice people. Vermina used Shelreni to open a path to Apocrypha, but can princes enter a rival's realm uninvited?
They cannot. Not usually. Hence all the trouble that Torvasard and his allies went through to reach this point. At least you saved the Telvanni Masters and recovered Meln's Black Book. Well done. While I ponder next steps, take this. You earned it.
I have earned, what, medium shoulders? Alright.
Both Scroot and I felt the tides of fate churn and boil. Worse, neither of us has been able to commune with Hermaeus Mora since the Black Book's rite was completed at Vermina's shrine. And you say you saw Shelreni's body walk into Apocrypha?
Yes, Vermina possessed her body after Blightcrown sacrificed her.
Giving Vermina access to Apocrypha and a host to work through. They must know where to find the memory they seek, or they have a good idea where to look. Apocrypha is infinite. Without fate to guide us, we are lost in the dark without a candle.
Must be some way to follow them, Laramil.
Blightcrown and Torvasard have ways to avoid detection. Only one viable option presents itself. We must ask Master Shelreni where Vermina has taken her body. Will you see this through, Proxy, before the disaster Mora foresaw comes to pass?
I'm with you, Laramil. But how can we ask Master Shelreni anything? She's dead.
Fortunately, we have two conduits to spirits not yet bound for Aetherius at our disposal. Magister Meln and Curate Gadain. Speak to Meln first. He obviously knows what happens when a Telvanni mage dies.
Tell me more about Aetherius and why you think we can contact Master Shelreni's spirit.
Aetherius is the immortal plane. When a person dies, their spirit moves on to that realm unless something prevents that from happening. A violent death, perhaps, or because the spirit still has tasks left undone. Shelreni fits both categories.
Why would Vermina want to enter Apocrypha?
What Hermaeus Mora foresaw was always about an assault on Apocrypha. Vermina and her allies want to recover the memory that was stolen from them. But the way she's going about it will doom us all. We need to determine her destination and stop her.
You mentioned that neither you nor Scroot can feel the presence of Hermaeus Mora.
You know how you can feel the warmth and know the sun is above you, even if you never look up. That is what Scroot experiences every day in the service of her master, and what I sense when I commune with the one who knows. Now, it just feels empty.
I didn't know Scroot was a her. And you think this is something to do with Vermina entering Apocrypha?
Perhaps. We know Blightcrown used a corrupting combination of pestilence and dream to avoid detection in the Panopticon, and he was trying to increase its potency. Maybe the rite did more than open a path. Maybe it cut Mora off from his own realm.
That wouldn't be good.
Laramil's idea is a good one. Master Shelreni has the answer we seek, and I know how to reach her.
Let's hear it.
No Telvanni master worth their weight in Quama cattle would relinquish their hold on this plane without a fight. I have no doubt we can contact Master Shelreni's spirit. Whether we can get her to cooperate Well, that's an entirely different matter.
Okay, hold on. What does Spirit Gdain have to say about all this?
Dealing with spirits can be dangerous, even more so when the spirit is newly deceased. Working alongside Meln is one thing, but bringing back Master Shelreni? Be careful where this path leads, my friend.
Noted.
I don't understand this death thing. Or spirits either. Daedra aren't bound to such a limited and finite existence. Beyond that, spirit or no, can we trust anything Master Shelreni says? With reality hanging in the balance? I don't think so.
What do you mean by what do you mean about reality?
Reality? The place where we keep all our stuff? When Vermina entered Apocrypha without permission, which should be impossible, I might add, reality went askew. My connection to the realm radiates with torment. But the silence is worse.
Silence?
I no longer hear the melodious decrees of my master. Hermaeus Mora is just gone. And that shouldn't be possible either. Find a way to fix this, mortal, or I fear Apocrypha will just be the first realm to suffer.
Alright, Ryan.
No Tilvan, as the curate can tell you.
Sorry. I'll let him finish and then I'll read the text.
No Tilvani master worth their weight in Quama cattle would relinquish their hold on this plane without a fight. I have no doubt we can contact Master Shelreni's spirit. Whether we can get her to cooperate, well, that's an entirely different matter.
How do we contact Master Shelreni's spirit?
As the curate can tell you, Necrom forbids summoning the dead. But there's no regulation against the dead choosing to speak to you. We don't have to summon Shelreni's spirit. We can go to her and simply request an audience.
And where do we go to find the spirit of a dead Telvanni master?
Same place you found me. In her tower, of course. We must go to Tel Barrow and search her sanctum. If her spirit lingers, she'll haunt there. Though, I'm better take Gdain with us. If she's become a vengeful spirit, his expertise might be required.
Alright, sounds good.
Meln, we can't just summon the dead whenever we please. It's forbidden.
Yes. Summoning is an affront to your order. But if the spirit is already there...
If I help you, I could jeopardize my standing.
We would not ask this of you if the situation was not dire.
Of course I'll help, Laramil.
I'll return to Apocrypha. See if I can find Vermina while you chase spirits. Not like I've got anything better to do.
Good luck at Tel Barrow, my friends. Return here with whatever you learn.
Well, get moving. I can't get to Tel Barrow without you. And that's the most likely place to find Shelreni's spirit.
Okay, pushy.
Meln and Gdain have more experience with the dead than I. I shall review my volumes on Daedric princes and the fundamentals of Oblivion. You never know when a seemingly irrelevant detail may prove useful. Return here after you finish at Tel Barrow.
Alright.
Dealing with displaced spirits is very much frowned upon by the Keepers of the Dead. I'll help, because the stakes are great, but it goes against every iota of my training.
Isn't ancestor worship all about communicating with those who have passed on?
That's an aspect of our beliefs, but not the primary component. And it's different when you visit the catacombs and a spirit appears before you. I suppose if Shelreni decides to speak to us, that shouldn't violate the Codex too badly.
Meln thinks your expertise might come in handy if we do find Master Shelreni's spirit.
Indeed. The recently departed are often confused, and that confusion can turn violent. I much prefer to deal with the spirits of our ancient ancestors. They may be cantankerous, but they've had enough time to reconcile to their undead existence.
Alright. I guess off to Tel Barrow we go. where was Tel Baro? Was it over? No, that's Breloff. There it is. It's up there. All right.
Let's move.
He's the keeper. He should have been here by now.
The tower's locked tight. We need another way inside.
Telvanni towers always have more than a single ingress and egress. Look around.
There's a path over this way, and there's a marker, so, you know.
Over there. Just let me...
There's my house.
Easy enough for a magister to remove a master's ward. Let's go inside. Shelreni's private study. Her presence is strong here. My ghost sight allows you to see it. Move closer, and I'll try to get her to manifest fully.
Okay. Examine her presence.
Careful, my friend.
Light Crown! He killed me. I'll destroy them all!
Such rage and suffering. Let me try to calm her.
Have you come to gloat? To see how far the mighty Shelreni has fallen?
Not at all.
I would have led House Telvanni to new heights. Instead, I lost everything. All my work unfinished. My legacy in ruins. This is your fault, outsider. You and those duplicitous Daedric princes.
Blightcrown betrayed you, and Vermina stole your body. You can help us stop them.
Now, why in the name of my despicable ancestors would I even consider such a notion? You're my enemy. I'm content to sit back and watch as Vermina and Periite steal back whatever they think Hermaeus Mora took from them.
You're content to let Vermina's betrayal go unpunished? That doesn't sound like a Telvanni way. The Telvanni way.
You know nothing of the Telvanni, outsider, or of me. But I will admit that I hate it when a greater power reneges on a mutually advantageous agreement. Frankly, my role in all this was more difficult than what I requested of the princes.
What did you do for the princes?
I decrypted Meln's Black Book, perfected Blightcrown's subterfuge concoction, and performed the rite that gave Vermina access to Apocrypha. And all for a simple favor. Eliminate my competition, and elevate me to the rank of Archmagister.
Instead, Blightcrown betrayed you, and Vermina stole your body. You know where she took it?
I see what you did there. Clever. I suppose I've been taken off the board. A bit of revenge on my part is probably called for. The path to the memory Vermina seeks lies through the infinite Panopticon. Torvasad will lead her there.
Why did you seek the help of Vermina and Periite in the first place?
It started with Torvasad and his dream of something lost long ago. He needed someone to acquire Meln's Black Book and perform the rite. In return, he would help me achieve my dream of becoming Archmagister, as long as I pledged myself to Vermina.
What about Periite? Why is he working with Vermina?
Torvasad behaves like a broker, bringing disparate parties together for mutual benefit. In truth, I now believe this is all about Torvasad. He has his own agenda. Anyway, He convinced the princes to set aside their differences and work together.
Do you know anything more about the secret they're searching for?
Truth be told, I never much cared. All I wanted was to do what was asked of me and get my reward. Instead, I got a dagger in the back from that disgusting Blight Crown. They believe Hermaeus Mora stole something from them. From all of us, really.
What did Hermaeus Mora steal exactly?
It involves Torvasad's dream. He had vague visions of a Vermina shrine, believed it was important. So he asked Vermina to help him recall the entire dream. When she failed, he expanded his list of allies. That's where the hidden kindred came in.
You don't know anything more specific?
Look, maybe Mora stole Torvasad's favorite sweet roll recipe. I wouldn't put it past the Prince of Fate. He collects knowledge like House Lalu hoards gold. All I know is Vermina and Pereide want the memory back, but Torvasad wants it more.
Do you know why Hermaeus Mora has gone silent?
Silent, you say? Then my enhanced subterfuge concoction worked. I told Blightcrown I could do it.
What did you do?
I took Blightcrown's mix of disease and dream, and with a few adjustments to the right, enhanced its ability to hide them 1,000-fold. If Mora has gone silent, it means it affected him too. Cut him off from his own realm. Am I a genius or what?
How do you fix this?
Oh, fear not. You can't separate a Daedric prince from their realm for very long. Should last just long enough for Vermina to get whatever she's after. Of course, who can say what will happen when a realm and its prince are sundered even briefly?
Okay, goodbye.
I can't absolve you of your transgressions, Spirit, but I can grant you peace.
Eternal disappointment, more likely.
Let's return to Necrom and tell Laramil what we learned.
I wonder if we can even find the Infinite Panopticon again. Let's rendezvous with Laramil at the Necrom Bindery and see what she thinks about all this.
Okay.
That was much more intense than the ancestor visits I participated in at the catacombs.
Bet.
Anyway, let's go find Laramil and tell her what the spirit said. She'll be able to make sense of it. I know she will.
Goodbye. Oh, do I want to walk all that way? It's not that far. I suppose I can handle it. The tower is so close to where it all started. There's an irony there. Sure of it. Oh, Laramil. Yoo-hoo.
Calm yourself, Scroot. I am sure Apocrypha is not as bad as you say. Ah, Proxy. Tell me what happened at Tel Barrow.
Well, first, what's up with
It was
Scroot?
terrible, mortal. Some of the realm's Daedra have gone insane. And I still can't hear or make contact with the Great Eye. If you have better news, share it with Laramil now.
I don't.
Scroot returned from Apocrypha with disheartening news. while my efforts at research have been marginally effective at best. Tell me you have something better to report, Proxy.
Master Shelreni said Vermina needs to enter the Infinite Panopticon to find the secret they seek.
The Infinite Panopticon? First they sought a memory to alter. Now they seek what? Another memory? And can they even find the entrance again? Well, we have a destination. Now all we need is a plan.
Do you have something in mind, Laramil?
What research I was able to accomplish tells me that Vermina will be a formidable opponent. But in order to enter Apocrypha without Mora's consent, she requires an anchor and a shield. In this case, Master Shelreni's body. That will be her undoing.
What do you mean?
Shelreni's body is mortal. If we destroy it, I do not believe that even Blightcrown's concoction will hide Vermina from the one who knows. Of course, there is also the matter of Apocrypha gone amok. But one problem at a time, I think.
Then I guess we need to return to Apocrypha.
Gedane, this will be dangerous. I would feel better if you remain here, out of harm's way.
I swore to retrieve the relic, and I can't stand the thought of you facing this danger without me. All of you, really.
Vomitus.
Okay.
Let us meet at the location where we first entered the Infinite Panopticon. While the entrance never appears in the same place twice, I have an idea that might just turn this to our favor.
If the Panopticon's entrance is moved, will you be able to find it again?
I am not certain. The ritual I utilized earlier is not something I dare to perform again so soon. But there is another option, one I have only read about, but never attempted myself. Let us forge ahead and see what fate has in store for us.
Okay.
Prior to this, my most complicated day involved misplaced grave urns, obnoxious relatives, and the occasional ancestor spirit who was out of sorts. I'm not sure what I have to offer once we return to Apocrypha, but I'll help in any way I can.
It's better than nothing, buddy. So I guess back to the portal, which is here. Alright. 23, I'm gonna ignore that. Oh. What? Take the way shrine over.
As I feared, the entrance to the Infinite Panopticon has moved.
As is its nature, which means we have failed and reality is doomed.
I refuse this outcome. Fate, bend to my will.
Laramil, be careful.
There is no time. The Panopticon must exist. Here, I command it.
Laramil, you did it! The Panopticon is open!
While Laramil's display was indeed impressive, she continues to abuse forces that were not meant to be wielded by mere mortals. One day, that will be her undoing.
Laramil. She opened a door that shouldn't exist here, but not without an extreme effort. I hope she's all right, friend.
Hope so too, buddy. For your sake.
I was not sure if that would work, Proxy. It weakened me. It will be up to you to safeguard us against whatever awaits inside. Like Scroot, I feel the agony rippling through the very fabric of Apocrypha. How that will manifest, I hazard to guess.
Alright. And with that, I think I'm going to call it here for today. It's been about 3 hours of streaming. I wanted to make sure I maximized on the stream for you guys. When we come back next week, we'll be finishing up this quest and hopefully getting pretty far in the next couple of main quests and finishing up the side quests. We'll see how far I get, but hopefully it'll be quick. Thank you all again for watching. And to those watching after the stream, I will be back. I'll be back on again at 11 p.m. UTC. So keep an eye out. Have a good one.